Department of Computer Engineering and Information Technology, Semester 3rd, Subject DMS for CO3I and POD for IF3I. Myself, Miss Anita Shirture. Chapter number 4, PLSQL. This learning outcome of this video. Write a simple PLSQL code using a control structure and handle the various exceptions in the given situation. Now in this video we will learn about what is PLSQL and why use it. Chapter number 4, PLSQL. Then let's start. What is PLSQL? PLSQL stands for Procedural Language, extension to the Structured Query Language. SQL is a popular language for both querying and updating data in the relational database management systems. It's called RDBMS. PLSQL adds many procedural constructs to SQL language to overcome some limitations of SQL. Besides, PLSQL provides a more comprehensive programming language solution for building mission critical application on Oracle database. It is a highly structured and readable language. Its construct express the intent of the code clearly. Also, PLSQL is a straightforward language to learn. PLSQL and Java are both supported as an internal host language within Oracle products. PLSQL is an embedded language. PLSQL is a standard and portable language for Oracle database development. If you develop a program that executes on an Oracle database, you can quickly move it to another compatible Oracle database without any changes. PLSQL only can execute in an Oracle database. It was not designed to use as a standalone language like Java, C#, and C++. In other words, you cannot develop a PLSQL program that runs on a system that does not have an Oracle database. PLSQL is a high performance and highly integrated database language. Besides PLSQL, you can use other programming language such as Java, C#, C++. However, it is easier to write it. Why PLSQL language used in this? The PLSQL language is strongly integrated with SQL. PLSQL supports both static and dynamic SQL. Static SQL supports DML operations and transaction control from PLSQL block. In dynamic SQL, SQL allows embedding DDL statements in PLSQL blocks. PLSQL provides the ability to add middle-tier business logic to client-server application. It provides the portability of a code from one environment to another. It allows sending an entire block of statements to the database at one time. This reduces network traffic and provides high performance for the applications. PLSQL gives high productivity to programmers as it can query, transform, and update data in a database. PLSQL saves time on design and debugging by strong features such as exceptions handling, encapsulations, data hiding, and object oriented data types. The applications written in PLSQL are fully portable. PLSQL provides high security level. PLSQL provides access to predefined SQL packages. The PLSQL provides support for object-oriented programming and for developing web applications and server pages. It provides the error handling as well as improve the performance of multi-query transactions. The next is PLSQL block structure. The PLSQL is a block structure language whose code is organized into blocks. A PLSQL block consists of three sections: declarations, executables, exception handling. In a block, the executable sections is a mandatory, while the declaration and exception handling sections are optional. PLSQL block has a name, functions. Functions or procedures is an example of a name block. A name block is stored into the Oracle database server and can be reused later. A block without a name is an anonymous block. An anonymous block is not saved in the Oracle database server, so it is just for one-time use. The structure of a PLSQL block: the begin, exceptions, end. The first is the declaration section, then begin, then execution, after that exception, and then end. The first is the declaration section. A PLSQL block has a declaration section where you declare the variables, allocate memory for cursors, and define data types. Then second is the executable section. The PLSQL block has an executable sections.
Hello.
An executable section start with the keyword begin and ends with the keyword end. The executable sections must have at least one executable statements, even if it is the null statement which does nothing. Then third is the exception handling section. Blocks in PLSQL. In PLSQL, all statements are classified into the units that is called blocks. PLSQL blocks can include the variable, SQL statements, loops, constant, conditional statements, and exception handling. Blocks can also build a function or a procedure or a package. PLSQL blocks are three types: the anonymous blocks, procedures, and functions. The anonymous blocks, in PLSQL, that's blocks which is not have headers are known as anonymous blocks. These blocks do not form the body of a function or triggers or a procedure. For example, to find the greatest number with anonymous blocks, so you have to declare the variable ABC, and a number is given to the ABC, After that, begin the start. Then the next thing, the name block procedures. These the PLSQL blocks which having the header or labels are known as the block name blocks, and these blocks can either be subprograms like a function, procedures, packages, or trigger. So that's mean in a name blocks it included the procedure and functions are also. And in the whenever the procedure name blocks are used, in the name blocks the procedure and functions is already included there. So you have to, whenever you have to write a program, that times you can declare the variable abc, as well as you have to declare the add numbers with abc, and after that the functions are used as a name, and then return the data types, as well as begin PLSQL variable types. In this chapter we will discuss variables in a PLSQL. A variable is nothing but a name given to a storage area that our programs can manipulate. Each variable in PLSQL has a specific data type which determines the size and the layout of the variable's memory, the range of values that can be stored within that memory, and the set of operations that can be applied to the variable. The name of PLSQL variable consists of a letter optionally followed by more letters, numerals, dollar signs, and should not exceed the 30 characters. By default, variables names are not case sensitive. You cannot use a reserved PLSQL keyword as a variable name. PLSQL programming language allows various types of variable such as date, time, data types, records, collections, etc., which will cover in a subsequent chapters. PLSQL variables must be declared in the declaration sections or in a package as a global variables. When you declare a variable, PLSQL allocates memory for the variable's value, and the storage location is identified by the variable name. In PLSQL, variable types is the next is variable naming conventions. The two variables can have the same name if they are in different blocks. The variable name should not be the same as any table column names used in the blocks. In a complex program, sometimes we may have to include many identifiers. These identifiers include variables, cursor, etc. So to avoid confusions and to increase the readability of such programs, we need to follow certain naming conventions. The first letter should be used to specify the declared level of the variables. Some points give the different first letters and their declarative level. P dash variable is declared at the parameter level. L variable is declared at the local block, and G variable is declared at the global level. The second letter specifies the type of identifier. The commonly used identifier types and their naming code. C is for cursor identifier and V is for variable char and char data types, and N is a number data type. R is the record type and T is the table type. Variables is the basic identifier which is used more frequently and the most important. PL/SQL is a strongly typed language. Before you can work with a variable or constant, it must be declared with a type. PL/SQL offers a wide array of predefined data types, both in language, natively, and in a variety of supplied packages. Data types in PL/SQL can be scalars such as strings and numbers, or composite such as record types, collection types, and object types. Here all variables must be declared before they are used. The assignment statement is colon is equal to and is not the same as the equality operator is equal to. This is a sample programs of PL/SQL. Here the declaration statements are there. N times number is equal to colon is equal to 10 numbers are given. Begin statements using for start the PL/SQL programs, and after that for loops are used for n underscore I in 1 up to n times loop. Then dbms underscore output dot put that line n underscore I bracket complete semicolon, then end the loop. End statement for ending these PL/SQL programs. After the executions of these queries, the common PL/SQL string functions, the character, ASCII, lower string, substrings, then string start subs length, the ltrim, rtrim, left trim, right trim, lpad, string to be padded, spaces to pad, and the rpad string to be padded, spaces to pad. Then replace string, search string, replace string, upper string, init cap string, and then length of string. These are the string functions is used. The common PL/SQL numeric functions: ABS values, round, value of precision, mode, value division, then sqrt of value, trunc, value precision, list, expression 1, 2 up to n. The advantages of PL/SQL. PL/SQL provide facility of a conditional checking, branching, and looping. It deals with an error and a facilities displaying user-friendly message when error occurs. PL/SQL allows declarations of variables we can use in an intermediate result of query processing, or calculate the values and insert them into table. PL/SQL can be used anywhere, either in. Thank you.